Hello, viewers. This is Cynthia Michael from Screen Review. Do my 498 podcast. This is my 498 podcast. So once again, I said again, this is my 498 podcast. Now, like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand it. Also, I try to do my best not to preach hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language. Now, if you're over 18, that means you're good to watch this audio podcast recording. Once again, if you're over 18, that means you're good to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this and everything out of the way, let's get into the topic of this podcast. Recently, I had watched the first episode of Kamen Saber. I gotta say, words cannot describe this. So basically, the whole part is this. This is different world called Wonder World. Now, there's this guy. So basically, this guy named Tatsu is afraid of this about Wonder World. So basically, he kind of looks like the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland. He kind of looks like the Mad Hatter from Wonderland and the Joker, who if they would have had a child together. So anyway, according to Tetsu, that in Wonderland exists a book called the Book of Ancient. So basically, it contains all power, knowledge, and all that shit about it takes all change all knowledge and powers and whatnot. So basically, these swordsmen called the swordsmen are logos, being these guys are Kamen Riders, or the job not only to protect Wonderland, but also protect the Book of Ancients from people who try to seek its power out, or to try to seek its power out. But one of the swordsmen Kamen Riders named Caliber tried to take the book's power, try to steal the book and use its power for himself, but he ended up failing, and the book ended up separated all its pages. So the book went from being one whole book separated into many different pages. So Caliber started this group that fixes some other sword Kamen Riders to find the pages of the book, cause seems like the pages of the book are been scattered throughout the real world and throughout the real world. Now the previous Kamen Rider Saber had sacrificed himself to order to show a breach between the real world and Wonder World. So basically, and also said a boy named Toma. So basically, once the previous Kamen Rider Saber sacrificed himself, he passed on his power to this boy named Toma. Now Toma is a grown up who owns his own bookstore, and he's also a novelist who writes his own books based off the events that he saw in Wonderland and whatnot when he was a little boy. So basically, Toma. So with the power of the Brave Dragon Hawaii book, that allows him to transform into Kamen Rider Saber, he must use his new powers to stop Saber and his bad common writers to to find the book, find the pages of the book of ages, and making sure that part of the book, making sure the pages doesn't fall into the bad guy's hand. So pretty much that's the whole plot of Saber. I gotta say, somebody must have been watching fucking Reading Rainbow with this shit, cause honestly, I remember one time that, Reading Rainbow was my favorite 13 program, cause honestly, there was this joke that been going around back in the day that, it's Reading Rainbow, what type of superhero show that, if Reading Rainbow was a superhero show, what type it would be. It most probably could be a Kamen Rider series, cause goddamn. But but my opinion is still the first episode was good. It had a straightforward plot. The plot makes sense and whatnot. So basically, there's some mystery going on with this too in the first episode. So basically, the first episode got me hooked. So basically, I'm just gonna. Like I do always, I'm just gonna watch the series and and get my final thoughts at the end once the series ends. So basically, I'll get my final thoughts about the whole series in the whole once Saber ends. So anyway, but Saber was good. So far, Saber is it's very interesting. The whole book thing is crazy, crazy. So basically, I can't wait to see more episodes of Kamen Saber. So anyway. This is just my review on the first episode of Kamen Saber. It's not the first episode was good. It explained a whole lot of what's been it explained the whole plot of the series in a nutshell. So basically, it's a good first episode. So anyway, like always, it's Cynthia Michael saying that. What do you guys think about that first episode of Kamen Saber? Was it good? Was it bad? Or was it just nah? Please let me know with the comments below this podcast. So anyway, like always, this is Cynthia Michael from Scooby View. Sign off. 1.